Hello, RothCon. My name is Tom Smith, and it's so good to be with you this weekend. I thank you very much for tuning in. I'm basically going to be here for a little bit of silliness. Eric Flint asked me if I could perform tonight and tomorrow, and I thank him very kindly for the opportunity, and I hope you all have a good time. And if you have not heard of me, well, this is the kind of stuff I do. There's a fairy grove in my backyard. I found it just last night. And the fairies come to have some fun in the silvery moonlight. They're lovelier than anything that you have ever seen. And when you smash them with a brick, their blood's all thick and green. Smash the frickin' fairies, smash the frickin' fairies, smash the frickin' fairies, bash them in the head. Smash the frickin' fairies, dainty pretty fairies, dumbass tiny fairies, make them suckers dead. Stupid little fairies, they come to dance and sing. I hang them from my nipples, and now they're fairy bling. Tiny little wingspans, see how cute they are. Press them in a phone book, take them to my car. Smash them with the fairies, tinkly stinkly fairies, poopy stupid fairies. I don't want to stop. Smash the freaking fairies, ixy wixy fairies, nasty westy fairies. Squeeze them till they pop. Who cares about their ancient magic? Who cares about their hidden lore? I just like the way they go stiff and go limp when you catch their heads in a door. Who cares about their timeless beauty? Who cares that their existence is a shock? I took pictures of them pose with my dominatrix Barbie, and my eBay shop can't keep them in stock. Some people see the fairies and their hearts and souls are moved. I tie them to bowling pins, my average has improved. Fishing isn't boring since I use them not for bait. They're also good at shredded cheese, their life is really great. The fairies joined together, came to each other's aid. Too bad I had a shotgun and a big old can of Raid. So now they're really frightened, they're sad and mad and vexed. And when I take the fairies down the hobbits all are next. Smash the freaking fairies, itsy witsy fairies, poopy stoopy fairies, crush them under trains. Anvil at the ready, drop it on their heady. Bring in some undeady, zombie fairy brains. Smash your freaking fairies, stupid awful fairies, nasty westy fairies, bust their little heads. Smash the freaking fairies, fill their cemeteries. Then I woke up, doctor, can you please adjust my meds? Thank you all so much. I was gonna say it sounds all right. Tweak that just a little bit. Up and one down. There we go. Excellent. I hope you're all having a wonderful day. I hope everything's been a lot of fun so far with whatever you've done with the con. So here we are. We have video. It's all good. And I'm so glad you're all here. I have no idea how many of you are here. For all I know, I'm whistling in the dark, but we'll find out. In the meantime, let's see what would be good. This song has been very appropriate lately. 3 o'clock in the morning and I can't frickin' sleep. I've tried showers, music, milk, and cookies. 8 folks, 9 folks right now. Yay! I have a body count. And I interrupted the song for that. I don't care. It's silly. It's fun. I'm glad you're all here. Thank you so much. 3 o'clock in the morning and I can't frickin' sleep. I've tried showers, music, milk, and cookies, wine, and counting sheep. But a zillion little random thoughts are driving through my brain. It's like hamsters on a wheel and it's making me insane. Death to hamsters, death to hamsters, death to hamsters, except for Miranda's. Death to hamsters, death to hamsters, except Miranda's, cause she has one as a pet. I'm not crazy, suicidal, overworked, or overstressed. It's just when I start to think of stuff, I can't give it a rest. And it rattles, shakes, and rumbles from the moment I disrobe. I don't want to freaking have a trail inside my frontal lobe. Death to hamsters, death to hamsters, death to hamsters, except for Miranda's. Death to hamsters, death to hamsters, except Miranda's, cause she has one as a pet. I told my little niece Miranda about the hamsters that keep me up all night. And she cried and said, please don't hurt them. It's not their fault, you haven't got the right. So I've written new age hamster music, put hamster Somonex inside a bedside cup. Even tried some hamster hypnosis. I'll take a mallet to my mullet if they won't shut up. And one night I couldn't take it, and I sat up in my bed, grabbed the mallet, started playing whack-a-hamster on my head. And I'm so sorry, Miranda, I was mean and I was weak. But let me tell you, it's adorable. You hit them and they squeak. Get the hamsters, get the hamsters, death the hamsters, except for Miranda's. Death the hamsters, death the hamsters, except Miranda's, cause she has one as a pet. So I don't think that I'll mention it just yet. Squeak. Having a silly time, and I'm glad you're all here. I'm probably going to do a bunch of older songs. I could do some newer ones. I think I'm going to save some of those for tomorrow. I have another concert tomorrow at 7:30 Central, 8:30 Eastern. So, slightly different room, but same circumstances otherwise. And it'll be awesome to have you here then as well. Might do a few more serious songs that I'm planning to do tonight, because tonight is basically just a, hello, welcome to the con, here's a silly person singing at you type of thing. The very first song that actually got people's, the very first song that actually got people's attention that I did was a thing called the Smurfin' Safari, which was 5 Beach Boys songs in search of the Deadly Blue Menace. And I ended up actually even using a line from that in the previous song. It's still around. But the very first parody that I did that truly got attention was done at MarCon 86 at the One Shots. And it goes a little something like this. The spice melange, it's so cinnamon sweet. I put it on most everything I eat. It's addictive too, and don't it make my brown eyes blue? Dad got control over all that spice, so Baron Harkonnen had him iced. Tried to kill me too, and don't it make my brown eyes, don't it make my brown eyes, don't it make my brown eyes blue? So me and my mother ran away across Dune, got found by the Freemen not a moment too soon. They said it was easier to leave us behind, but if we went with them, it would still suit them fine. Now I'm dreaming of a huge jihad, and the Freemen all think I'm God. Maybe I do too. And don't it make my brown eyes, don't it make my brown eyes, don't it make my brown eyes blue? The sound of this thing is a little tinny. Hang on a second. Let me see if I can. Don't want to. Yeah, it's not bad. Okay. Just trying to. There we go. Much better. It's amazing how just a couple little of twists will make it crazy. Alrighty. For the longest time, I did not have any other songs about the Lord of the Rings but this, so I call this my token Tolkien song. I got a few more now, but and the idea for this was from my late friend Chris Steigerwald, who basically just suggested, "Hey Tom, Lord of the Rings with Elvis." So hey. That's right. This is I have a hollow body guitar there. I can't go womp womp on it as easy as I can. So let's try that again. Well, the world's in a great commotion, from a lonely mountain back to the Shire. The hobbits are sneaking, wandering from the frying pan into the fire. From somewhere we gotta get a hero. That's what the bards all sing. But they never expected the rockin' and roll that I bring. It's the return of the king. I've got a suit of studded black leather, and my hair stays in place, of course. I got a reforged steel electric guitar and a 300 horsepower horse. No matter what I ask my rangers, they'll do almost anything. Willa, and the ladies are waiting for the chance to dance and sing at the return of the king. Well, everyone said that I was dead, or maybe Aragorn off to hide. But I just kicked back to get on track and wait till I hit my stride. I got my rangers hopping down the misty, murky Moria line, and there ain't gonna be no stopping until the Pelennor fields are mine. We'll hold off the trolls and goblins and all of the rocks they fling until Sam and Frodo said Gollum's bells to ring and make me the king. And now I'm supposed to marry Arwen, the fairy queen of the Saturday nights. But until then, give me Aowen and I'll blow out her northern lights. We'll have a celebration and I'll take a couple years to rest. And I'll stick around and keep an eye on things when everybody else heads west. But I'll be here if you need me. Summer, fall, winter, or spring. And everyone in middle earth really rock and swing. At the return of the king. At the return of the king. At the return of the king. That's why they call me the king. Thank you very much. It's a silly song. Gonna give my hand a bit of a break here and go check out some get some lyrics off my Bandcamp site. I have a Bandcamp site. I got a few different things on here which are awesome and silly, and if you're in the mood for that kind of thing, my Bandcamp site is at tomsmith.bandcamp.com. I got about 24 albums and a few concerts. If you're really in the mood, my tip jar is paypal.me at filkertom, or paypal.me/filkertom. Anyway, here we go. Here I am in hypersleep, awaiting my awakening. We're traveling near the speed of light to our new colony. Except I'm trying to figure out how come I'm still awake when they assured me I would be unconscious. Oh well, must be me. Maybe I should think about my SO in the next tube over.
how we're going to celebrate the day we finally land. Well, actually that night or maybe later, because we'll be unpacking. I'll think about that later when I can move my hand. Wish I had a bedtime story I could read to make me sleep. One of the Harry Potter books, or maybe Dr. Seuss. I do not like green eggs and ham. I do not like them, Sam, I am. I do not like them with a goat or a majestic moose. Mind you, a moose once bit my sister. How horribly she was attacked. Moose bites can be pretty nasty. Those responsible have been sacked. Hey there, NASA, have you heard the news? I'm awake in my deep freeze thinking about a stupid moose. I've got the hyperspace cryogenic insomnia blues. Mana dee 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 dee. Mana dee 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 dee. Mana dee 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 dee. Seem to hear an echo. It's a small world after all. That's why we left that mud ball. Hyper sleeping in free fall to a new world after all. Mana dee 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 dee. Mana dee 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 dee. Wish I had some NyQuil here, or maybe just a keg of beer, or Maya sewing something sheer, or Sam Hayek. Oh, what a rear. Baby got back, baby got back. I'm back to the future again. I hope I'll sleep, but I don't know when. Of course, if I wake up too soon, it's because we hit some alien moon. I'm crashed in the spaceship again. Mana dee 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 dee. Mana dee 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 dee. Oh, good, I see a status light to tell me where we are in flight. We're 2 weeks out of Terran orbit. 10 years yet to go. Lesser men would go insane, but I'm the guy who runs his brain. Don't have to work, I'm not in pain. I'll be just fine, I know. Please, God, I beg you, let me die. The solitude is more than I can handle for 10 minutes, let alone a whole decade. There's no one here to set me free, and worse in this captivity, my sweetie's sleeping next to me, and we cannot wait. I need you more than anyone, darling, but right now I can't even weep. So suck it up, buttercup, go back to sleep. Mana dee 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 dee. Mana dee 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 dee. Mana dee 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 dee. Now a few superhero songs, because superhero songs. I gotta get a better key to sing this in the C. C is easiest to play, but northeast, west, south, there is a merc with a mouth that everybody knows. Deadpool, his name is Wade Wilson. If you need someone killed, then that's where you should go. Deadpool, he'll mangle and he'll mutilate with pistol and katana. Then if you really wanna, he'll go out for chimichangas and hang for a while. No hero is quite so wild. It's as if Freakazoid Lobo and Drax had a child named Deadpool. Wolverine's his best friend, Deadpool. Deathstroke can fight me, then Deadpool. Go see his movie right now. That's all there is to that, really. La 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 la. And now, boys and girls, it's time to visit Dr. Banner's neighborhood. La 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 la. Well, you wouldn't like me to get angry, but I'm never gonna get angry with my neighbor. Be my neighbor. I've been overexposed to gamma rays, and once in a while I might go crazy, neighbor. Be my neighbor. I may sometimes overreact to things, might get rash, but I promise you I'll be your friend and never smash you. The leader, the Rhino, and General Ross may bomb your driveway, but they'll pay the cost. Because you're mine, if you are mine, won't you be my neighbor? Won't you please, won't you please? Please won't you be Hulk's neighbor? Beauty neighbor. And to segue further on down the line in the Marvel Cinematic Universe. If you go out in the woods today, that's the original lyrics, you dolt. I'm not tired. I'm just silly. If you go out to the movie, I apologize, folks. It's a silly thing, and I'm running with it. If you go out to the movie show, you'd better not go alone. But do go out to the movie show, no reason to stay at home. Because every superhero there was will pound on Loki simply because today's the day we're going to see Avengers. The Tesseract or Cosmic Cube, it never will be enough. Because Steve's naive, but not a rube, and Iron Man's really tough. The Widow's clever, Hawkeye is brash, Thor's live forever. Hulk will just smash, today's the day we're going to see Avengers. Popcorn time for Avengers. The mighty Avengers will assemble for everyone today. Watch them fighting aliens, defending Manhattan in a most destructive way. Bashing giant silverfish, designed by Giger when he was drunk on Tullamore 2. We've never seen such an amazing superhero film before, nor will we again till Avengers 2. So, if you go out to the movie show, be bolder and do not yield. Just armor up and rosin your bow, Mjolnir and mighty shield. And just before you're ready to go, have Natasha stomp on Bruce Banner's toe. Then run like Hector, the multiplex will laugh, will scream. They got us a dream, all thanks to Joss. The movie is boss. They're buff, they ripped. They got a good script. Maria Hill, her jumpsuit she'll fill. And Samuel L. and Coulson, oh well. It's greater than mere mortals can ken. And look, there's Thanos right at the end. And after it's done, for Schwarmo will run and talk for hours how it was such fun. Today's the day we're going to see Avengers. This is a fairly new guitar, and my fingers aren't quite used to it yet, but anyway. And now, for your edification and enlightenment, an existential doo-wop. This was taught to me by the guru of rock and roll, Baba Mau Mau, whose credo is to do up unto others as others would do up unto you. Now, those two jokes I stole from Steve Behrman, who's one of the greatest punsters alive. He goes around as a faux motivational speaker, Swami Beyondananda, where he wears a rainbow afro wig and puns in character. And he's wonderful at it. He's absolutely hilarious. I stole those two jokes to let you know, because I didn't steal the rest of them. The rest of them coming up are all mine. Karma, karma, om doobie doo dow dow. Karma, karma, om doobie doo dow dow. Karma, karma, om doobie doo dow dow. Making Buddha's hard to do. Your journey starts with just one step. Try to find one that's cool and hip. Frug, moonwalk, or boogaloo, 'cause making Buddha's hard to do. Stand on your head, you'll see visions when you're deprived of your oxygen. all while doing yoga too, because making Buddha's hard to do. They say that making Buddha is hard to do. Let me tell you, that isn't true. Relax, don't try to fight. Just scan the tantra, chant the mantra, rant and pant until you can't. We've got a plan for losing weight. Diet, exercise, and levitate. There's astral plane and peanut too, because making Buddha's hard to do. Your path will change, but don't ask how. That was Zen and this is Tao, and Lao Tse puns you'll suffer through, because making Buddha's hard to do. They say that making Buddha is hard to do. Let me tell you, there can't be two. Seek your own inner light and play the wheel of fortune right, and you could meet Nirvana white. Open your mind, but shut down your brains. Soon you'll find that Confucian reigns. Just live the life of Winnie the Pooh, and making Buddha's not hard to do. You've found release, let your spirit grow. This life down and the rest to go, unless what Dante said is true, and making Buddha's hard to do. Doobie doo dow dow, karma karma om doobie doo dow dow, karma karma om doobie doo dow dow, making Buddha's hard to. One more incarnation, om doobie doo dow dow, karma karma om doobie doo dow dow, karma karma om doobie doo dow dow, making Buddha's hard to do. Cha cha cha. Check the time here. Okay, it's just 8 o'clock. I can get in a few more songs here. They said between 45 minutes and 60 minutes, so I'm going to do a few more things. And like I say, I'm saving some stuff for tomorrow. I usually have a big finish for those of you who have heard my stuff before. That I usually have a big finish of 307 Alien Rocket Ride that I'm saving for tomorrow. Tonight I'm planning to stop with Talk Like a Pirate Day, so it'll all be fun. But in the meantime, let's get a couple other songs in here that are just basically silly. A number of years, God, it's a long time ago, it seems. 2004. Yeah, it was a long time ago. I was introduced to the concept of 24-hour Comics Day, which, for those of you who have not heard of it, 24-hour Comic Book Day is an exercise in creativity invented by the genius creator Scott McCloud. Reinventing comics, reimagining comics. Zot, The New Adventures of Abraham Lincoln, bunch of great stuff. The guy's just a genius. And the idea behind it is to write a comic book, start to finish, in 24 hours. That's from initial concept to final inks and letters. And they average about 24 pages. One page an hour is considered a good number. Now I can come up with a halfway decent. Not really, I'm way out of practice, but used to be able to at least come up with a halfway decent superhero or fantasy image once or so every presidential administration, and I do count Roosevelt. but I can write songs kind of fast, and I had a bunch of my friends give me like keywords and musical styles, and I cranked out 17 songs in one day. My friends, being who they were, beat me up. Here, Tom, do this one like a Mozart opera. Here, Tom, do Zappa. 33 albums, each track is different. What's Zappa? Okay. Do this one like Japanese pop. Do this one like klezmer. Klezmer? Oh, klezmer. Okay, fine. And the words are badger and pajama. Okay. Badger pajamas. Badger pajamas. Badger pajamas. Badger, badger, mushroom, mushroom snake. Badger pajamas. I'm wearing badger pajamas. Badger pajamas. Badger, badger, mushroom, mushroom snake. Badger pajamas, badger pajamas, badger pajamas, mushroom, mushroom snake. Badger pajamas, badger pajamas, badger pajamas, mushroom, mushroom snake. My eyes are bloody red, my nights are filled with dread. This song is in my head, I can't get it out. Should not have visited that website which they said had this animated badger singing loud. Oh, that freaking badger! Badger, 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 mushroom, mushroom snake. Let's see. Next up on the list. I think I know what you mean next up on the list. Another one of my early songs. And I'm basically doing this one so I can do the next one. Just strum. See the tree, how big it's grown, and I have lived here on my own, and it's been good since Christopher began his fun and brought us all to live in 100-acre wood. Well, I came home today to stretch before the mirror and then fetch my honey pot. Now I'm a simple-minded bear, but I know there was honey there, and now there's not. And honey, I miss you. You left without a sound. Wait, what's at the bottom? Oh, bother, piglet, drown. For those who don't know, the name of that song is Honey Glazed Ham. And I basically sang it so that you would maybe get a hidden, a bit of an Easter egg of a joke in this song. Christopher Robin was slain on the altar where shadows of In's mouth run deep. Who didn't hesitate, who didn't falter, his master's in Relie asleep. And I'm only a kid, I don't know what I'm doing, let alone why the great old ones want to stuff brewing. Help me if you can, I've got to stop Pooh from reviving Cthulhu by one. You'd be surprised, there's so much to be done. Circles that summon and bind, color them inside the lines. Stop the cloth golem we once knew as Winnie the Pooh. Winnie the Pooh doesn't know what he's doing, the elder gods got in his head. Task after task he performs without asking, why friend after friend turns up dead. And the ultimate goal isn't clearly defined, but it's taking a toll on his silly old mind. Help me if you can, I've got to stop Pooh from reviving Cthulhu by one. You'd be surprised, there's so much to be done. Leave all the deep ones behind. Make up a cute elder sign. Prepare for the final conflict with Winnie the Pooh. Rabbit's gone missing, and Piglet was drowned. It was thought accidental at first. In a room without corners, Owl was ate by a hound. In his chest, Tigger's heart up and burst. Now there's only us three, but we will find a way. And I can guarantee you're gonna rue the day. Believe me if you can, we're gonna stop from reviving Cthulhu by one. And what do you know, I think maybe we're done. Chris and my friends all alive. Great old one's gone from the sky. Yes. Good morning, Mother. I guess I was dreaming. Everything's fine. Piglet, you can stop screaming. What's with that dazed look, Pooh? Yeah, thinking of wedging two more songs here. Again, picking back and forth as to what I'm going to do for tomorrow. So, I think the one I'm going to do right now is my get rich quick scheme. I have a plan. I do. I have an absolute plan because I don't have an objection to capitalism itself. Just unfettered capitalism hurts people. I have what I think is a brilliant way of becoming a rich person without actually stepping on any toes or stepping over people or hurting anybody in the procedure. I want a horror movie franchise because they're still cranking out things about Michael Myers and Freddy Krueger and Jason Voorhees and the aliens and the predators. If they're not necessarily movies, there's merchandise, there's comics, there's every damn thing. You get a good bad guy and you can run with it for decades. And it's like an income stream. It's an income waterfall. And I would like to do that. The first thing you need for that is, in fact, a marketable bad guy. The aforementioned Michael Myers, Jason Voorhees, Freddy Krueger, etc., etc., etc. So I think I got a surefire bad guy to lead my franchise. Let me give you the elevator pitch for the world's greatest set of horror movies ever. Wah, 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 wah. Wah, 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 wah. Wah, 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 wah. Wah, wah, wah. Once in a land far away, on a beautiful day, on a wide grassy knoll, there was a cute little sheep who was drifting to sleep when the earth opened up and swallowed him whole. Way down in the fiery lake, Lucifer had a lot at stake, but he wanted some lamb chops instead, and Sherry Lewis wasn't dead. So he reached for some virgin wool, grabbed its soul and began to pull, but he never thought that the lamb that he caught would rebel and then conquer and rule. Now he's Fenton, Lord of the Inferno. Fenton, demon king of the Dell. Fenton, eyes of flame, breath of sterno. Fenton, death sheep from hell. Oh! That's trademark. He's right out of a storybook, but the signs are there if you know to look. A nasty mustache on his face. Sheep are canners, but this one's a base. It's a nearly complete disguise, except for the fangs and the glowing eyes. If the lion lies down with this lamb, he'll be found in 3 pieces of varying size. Thanks to Fenton, overlord of the Ovis. He's got a fen tongue. Does his breath ever smell? Fenton, chew some parsley or clovis. Fenton, death sheep from hell. He's a strategist and a conspirer with a few dozen enemies lists. And the Weekly World News and Inquirer are afraid to admit he exists. He's a devious mind without equals. And if you're convinced that I'm wrong, take a look at the various sequels that I'm going to write to this song. Death Sheep from Hell is the first you see. Who he is, how he came to be. Then that's done, but what can you do to stop the sheer terror of Fenton 2? The story would not be complete without Fenton 3. The last heartbleed, apparently killed, but comes back for more in the savage sequel, Death Sheep 4. Lamb of Doom, ba 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 ba, Lamb of Doom, ba 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 ba. After that one, we get to meet Olga, the one girl sheep to whom he is true, and their lovemaking gets pretty vulgar. In Death Sheep 5, you devil, you. But the forces of goodness are scheming to slay him and bring the world peace, and you'll spend nearly 2 hours screaming at Fenton 6, rest in fleece. And after it's over, he'll be in the cool earth, at rest in the clover. What is his wool worth? That joke gets less funny every year. But don't think that heaven is finally winning. Watch for Death Sheep 7, a new beginning, starring Fenton. He's a cuddly disaster, Fenton, and I'm hoping he'll sell. Fenton, Dark Prince of the Pasture. I'll send Spielberg an offer letter if he won't bite a demonic sweater. What would be better than Fenton, the Death Sheep from hell? Bah! Oh, I hope you enjoyed that. Thank you all so much. Thanks so much for showing up for this. Again, thanks to Eric for organizing the whole thing, and his team for putting it together on the web. Thanks for Alan, my sound guy. Appreciate it, Alan. Thank you so much. We'll do this again tomorrow. It'll be fun. It might be displayed there, but if it's not, again, my music is at tomsmith.bandcamp.com. I also have a Patreon page, patreon.com/FilkerTom. There we go for the commercial portion of the show, and I'm going to close out of here with a song that was very recently dear to all our hearts, because this past September 19th, it was, in fact, of course, this day. Yay! My favorite holiday. Except for Halloween, I got to admit. Halloween is still higher up on the list, but oh, I do love this day. Most days are like all of the others. Go to work, come back home, watch TV. But brother, if I had me druthers, I'd chuck it and head out to sea. For I dream of the skull and the crossbones. I dream of the great day to come, when I dump the mundane for the old Spanish Main and trade me computer for rum. Arr to me, yo, ho, yo, ho. It's talk like a pirate day. When laptops are benches, God gave us for wenches, and a sale ain't a low price to pay. When timbers are shivered and lilies are livered and every last buckle is swashed, we'll abandon our cars for a ship full of ours and pound back the grog till we're sloshed. Yo-ho. Hey, anybody seen me cheese? Just off the coast of Florida, matey. Don't pick up your phone and say hello. Our 10 o'clock meeting's delayed. You scrunch up your face and you bellow. Avast, you've been bleeding belayed. You can't keep such fun to yourself, I bet. So sing I-R-A, every man. We may not have much grasp of the alphabet, but a damn good retirement plan. To me, yo-ho, yo-ho. It's talk like a pirate day. Whatever's in fashion is in for a thrashing, and being polite is passe. When it's every man's duty to grab his proud beauty and let out a hearty yo-ho! And if this offends you, hold your breath as we sends you to Davy Jones' locker. You go, yo-ho. Where is Davy Jones' locker anyway? It's right near Monkey Island, matey. We'll tell every banker heave to and weigh anchor, buy a latte with pieces of 8. We'll fight to be chosen as captain or bosun. The loser, of course, is worst mate. As we hoist Jolly Roger, the landlubber's dodger, we fill him with loathing and fear. We'll plunder and pillage each city and village, or at least clean out Walmart of beer. Ahoy, mateys, and welcome to Iron Chef Pirate. Let's see the secret ingredient. It's barnacles! Oh, there be some cutting-edge cuisine, mateys. Excuse me there, lad. You need carrot shavings. Carrot. And you, what are you doing with that salmon? I'm grilling it on a hunk of cedar. What do you think? You can't do that in a stir fry, you bilge rat. Oh ho, you never heard of walking the plank? There ain't no computing or morning commuting, no parking lot full signs for me. No lawns to be mowing or bills to be owing. I'm knowing the pull of the sea. The fresh salty brace of the wind on my face through hurricane, sunshine, or squalls. I'm keeping my eyes on the distant horizon. Verizon can hold all my calls. To wear a red coat full of buckles, to earn a few dueling scars. Well, at least we can get a few chuckles by filling the office with ours. And maybe we'll never get closer than watching them on the big screen. So here's to old Errol and Depp as Jack Sparrow and every damn one in between. To me, yo-ho, yo-ho, it's talk like a pirate day. That time in September when sea dogs remember that grown-ups still know how to play. When wenches are curvy, dogs are all scurvy, and a software patch covers your eye. To hell with our jobs, for one day we're all swabs and buccaneers all till we die. So hoist up the mainsails and shut down your brain cells, they only would get in the way. Avast there, me hearty, we're having a party. It's talk like a pirate day. Yo-ho! Thank you so very much, Ralph Kahn. I'll see you tomorrow at 7:30 Central.